All right, we're back. We got another beer to review, another new one. New to me anyway. This is from North Brewing here in Nova Scotia, and this is their Lawrencetown Surf Session Ale. And they got a van here. They call it a Woody something goody. Can't remember that Beach Boys song. 4.5% alcohol by volume. They say Surf Session Ale. They don't really specify the style. I guess it's session ale, which could mean anything. It could be session IPA. I mean, they say it's, where is it? They had a description here. Water, malted barley, wheat, oats, hops, yeast. Where was the? There was something here. Sure of it. Maybe I imagined it. No, here we go. Light, juicy, refreshing. So that leads me to believe it's like a hopped up, like India session ale kind of thing. Session IPA more than just like session ale. Session ale, I'm thinking English mild or something along those lines, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. We're going by the session ale style. So maybe I'll modify that. We'll see when we get to the actual fucking review here. See what's going on. Yeah, she's pretty light looking. I'm thinking this is more session IPA than it is session ale. Because if you say like session ale across the board, I'm thinking more like some sort of amber malty thing. So, and then I looked on their website. It's absolute dog shit. Doesn't tell you anything about the beer. All their website is basically a shop for their beer to buy online. But they don't give you any good descriptions of anything. So, boo North Brewing. Boo on you. Terrible people. You do not use your left and right turned indicators. So we'll go to Aroma. That's mango-y. Maybe a little bit of pineapple-y in there as well. It's definitely hitting on the tropical side of things. All right. I'm not getting a lot of the aroma. It's very just one note, nebulous, tropical fruit, juicy thing. And again, this is supposed to be a lighter ale. It's supposed to not have much going on. So you can kind of give it a pass on being super simplistic in that sort of regard. But I don't know. Well, not too excited about drinking this, honestly, at this point. You can see it's very pale. Like it looks a little darker again on the camera, as it always does, but it's hazy. Really looks like lemonade. Lemonade color, basically. Maybe slightly more of a yellowish green tinge than what you're used to, but very much looks like lemonade. So we're going to taste. Cheers. Very dry finish. Pretty chalky almost, actually. Yeah, it's very pithy, tropical fruit, like mango, Maybe a teeny bit of pineapple there. Not a lot going on, just very, for the most part, nondescript. It's all right. It's not excessively juicy, and there is some bitterness going on. There is some malt going on here. What did they say was in the malt again? Wheat oats. Okay, so here we go. So much like the Two Crows matinee that I did earlier, a lot of the same components here, the wheat, the oats, giving some semblance of an actual malt backbone here. Nice sort of like grainy thing going on in the actual drink and in the mouthfeel. Very light. I mean, you could pass this off as like a farmhouse beer or a Belgian style Pater's beer or whatever, table beer or whatever. I mean, it could fit within that sort of nebulous range of styles that all sort of melt together in some degree or form or fashion. To call this a session ale is just, it feels like surf session ale. I don't know. Maybe they don't believe in styles anymore. Maybe they just want to make it a little bit more nebulous, a little bit more open. Maybe they kind of know that probably most people that drink their stuff don't really care all that much, especially if they're buying like a light craft beer. They probably don't care what the style is so much as they just want a light beer that's tasty. And I guess this sort of fits that. But session ale, I guess. Man, it's such a catch-all, though, right? It's hard to grade on style because don't really know exactly what style this is supposed to be, because it's not just session ale. It's something or other. It's fine. The Two Crows matinee that I did earlier is somewhat in the similar vein of this and way better. This, I think the biggest difference here is this kind of hits more on the tropical notes that I'm not into. So it's going to like dial back the score a little bit for me on my personal preference. I kind of want to grade this in regards to more what the the matinee is kind of going for, which is, it really is just kind of in that like farmhouse Pater's beer kind of void table beer thing. So as those sort of go, this is fine. I've had way better. I'd probably throw a 7.5 for style on this. It's decent. My own personal preference, I'm going to throw a 6.5. I like it, but I'm probably never going to buy it again, just because it's not the flavor profile I really want from this. And I'm not saying it's like off-putting or anything. It's just, I just don't like the juicy tropical stuff all that much. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. You got to take that, my own personal preference, into account for your own personal preference if you're up to buying this. Yeah, these seem to be, at the very least, this will be good for, if you want to pick it up, at the very least, this will be good for the summer, but it will work. I mean, if someone handed it to me, I would not say no. I'd gladly drink it. It's fine, but, not too exciting. And Lady Lee says, must be disappointing after the last beer. Very disappointing after the last beer. That fucking Italian Pilsner just fucking killed it. This, not so much. Oh, by the way, Lee, while you're watching this video, can you hear the music I am playing? I'm playing it on my TV speakers, so it should be coming right at me. But can you hear that, and how loud or low or is it? I figured I'd try to... Oh, you can? Okay. So I was figuring I could add some more atmosphere to my reviews again now that I've decided just like to say fuck you to YouTube and totally demonetize my channel and not worry about copyright strikes or any of that bullshit on my beer reviews anymore. So excellent. So yeah, there we go. So we're gonna be back. We still got, goddamn, I still got what's this, the third one I've done? I think it's the third one I've done. So I've still got like 4 to do. Lisa says his background not too loud. That's good. As long as it's not like doing that thing where it's like just barely picking it up sometimes and then it like cuts out and it's not picking it up. I kind of want it to be consistent in the background. So, okay, that's cool. I know. That's excellent. Thank you. I know what volume to keep it at then. Nailed it out of the gate. And Lady Lee says, Marathon Mania of Lee's drinking Palooza. Palooza. Yeah, Palooza. Lollapalooza. Are you even old enough to remember Lollapalooza? The real Lollapalooza. Not the corporate sellout Lollapalooza that it became. The jaded, cynical Lollapalooza. The real stuff, man. I was there, man. Actually, I wasn't there. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back. Some more reviews to come. Lady Lee says, I have heard of it. All right, we'll be back.